Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio. Today's topic, caught with a cookie. So I was sitting around the other day and talking with a client, and this story came back up for the millionth time. Makes us laugh every time, but just made me think, it's something worth sharing because I think sometimes as fitness professionals or as even your friends who tend to do really well with a nutrition plan or with an exercise plan, they start seeing great results. You kind of start to put them up on this pedestal of perfection that really can crumble quite easily, and it can cause some distress on their side if they start to feel like that's what's expected of them all the time. So this happened a while ago, a few years back. I was at the grocery store doing some shopping, and before kids, the grocery store was a miserable time. I did never want to go. It was always crowded and busy because I always had to go on the weekend, and shopping just never was my favorite thing. So I'd go out and I'd just be miserable. Well, then I had kids, and the days that my husband's willing to keep them and I get to go to the grocery store by myself, well, that's just completely flipped from black to white, and now it's just like the most blissful time that I could have. Just that I get to have some peace. I'm a very type A person, so I get to follow my list, pick out things in the order that I want to pick them out. I don't have crazy people running all over the store asking to go and get this and that and the other. If you've got husbands at home that go with you to the grocery store, you may notice that extra things show up in your cart, or that while you're fixing to grab the 3 dozen eggs that you're getting, that they may be off with the cart somewhere else picking up cookies or things. So so sometimes it's really nice and relaxing wherever I get to go by myself. So a few years back, I was at the store by myself, enjoying one of those peaceful moments, and it had been a pretty hard week, and I have these cookies that I absolutely love. They're from the Alternative Baking Company, so I've got some food allergies, and it's not something that I can really just go and get just anywhere. If I'm going to have something like that, I've usually got to make it myself. So these are like my splurge every now and then. These cookies are not like, the little tiny cookies. They're like the great big cookies that, they're just delicious. They're absolutely wonderful. So anyways, the point of the story is I pick up the cookie and I take it with me and I go to the car, and yeah, it's the first thing I want to have. It's kind of my splurge moment. It's my joy for the week. I decided I'm going to get it and eat it. So I start eating it in my car after I put all the groceries in there. And this client comes up. Now, keep in mind, this client's been with me for a while, so it's also a good friend. But she walks up beside my window, kind of knocks on the window, and gives me this look of just disgust, and getting on to me that I'm eating a cookie whenever I've got her on this nutrition plan. And at the moment, it was kind of serious. Like, she looked kind of sad about it, that she would find me doing that whenever she knew that she was supposed to be eating healthy. Well, the thing is that I never ever made a rule of no cookies or no joy or no sugar ever or anything like that for any of my clients. What we do is we work on being better. So after we got to talk for a few minutes and I got to remind her what better is, and I gave her a taste of the cookie to enjoy life, that, it kind of smoothed it all over, and now we can laugh about it, obviously. But, with everyone in general, perfection is not the goal. Losing sugar forever, it's not going to happen. Losing all treats forever, it's probably not going to happen. There are some people that don't like treats and things like that. That's fine. But there's something that you do like that probably will be held on to, that probably will come back into your life at some point. And it's knowing how to manage that. It's knowing and understanding how to fit that into what you're doing and not let that own you or derail you from a healthy way of life. So enjoying splurges here and there, it's a huge positive. You need that. You need to enjoy life, and you really do need to challenge the body's abilities every now and then. So with our clients, we recommend a joyful meal once a week, once every other week at the most, so that their body can be challenged by what's being brought in. But since they've been being so consistent with being healthy and on track, then the body's not as likely to store those things, but rather rev up the metabolism to be able to handle that load, which then revs up the metabolism for the rest of the week. Now, there's obviously a way to do that to make it work in a way that could possibly derail you. So there's a lot of little tweaks and things like that there. But better, like I said, we just focus on being better, being 1% better. Better does not mean no cookies ever. Better does not mean that you have to live a miserable life eating plain chicken and just salad. Better means that you are focusing on being just a little better each day, being 1% better. It means that we're following our 80% rule of eating well and healthy for 80% of the time. And then 20% of the time, we've got room for either messing up or messing up on purpose, right? And enjoying life. Better means health with joy, not health apart from joy. Because when you take joy out of it, when you take it down to just foods that you can't stand eating, or that you're so tired of, you just mentally can't look at them anymore, it just takes the whole fun out of eating, right? And it doesn't mean that every meal has to be delicious and delectable, but it does mean that you should enjoy your foods, that you should fuel from your foods. And so maybe you focus on fueling most of the week and it's not the most delicious meals that you've had or the most delicious shakes, but you're fueling all week, and then all of a sudden you decide, you know what, I'm going out with my spouse this weekend and we're going to have a dinner to die for. That's great. Go and enjoy your dinner. Go and make it all good. Just remember to get back on track. That's the big thing. So she and I still laugh about the cookie incident because, as I said, she was quite upset that day. I mean, it knocked me off a pedestal for her, that we had to have quite a talk about and kind of figure that out. But after we did, she started to understand that I had never asked her to cut that out. That instead, in her mind, whenever we talked about making better choices, she made a decision to cut it out. And so now she's able to understand that perfection's not the goal, but better is the goal. And especially when it means cookies over no cookies, because we want to make sure that we enjoy life. So I hope that gives you something to kind of chew on today, and I hope that you have a great 4th of July. If we can be of help to you on planning a better nutrition plan or a better exercise routine for you, feel free to give us a call, 806-322-3188. We'd be happy to talk with you and just see if what we offer is the right fit for you. Hope you have a great day.